What up, y'all? I am waiting for Trev Deshon to join. And then... Wait. What? There it goes. Oh, and Trev is here. And boom. Is it going? Is it going? Yes!
Giggles, what's
Hello.
up?
I was like, you know, you're the first guest that has ever like sent the request like so quickly.
Oh yeah,
So
I don't play no games. You know what I mean? It's real.
yeah.
It's real. You know how much
Now you're like,
respect
I
I
just
got
want
for
to
you
get this
too.
over with. Like,
Nah, I'm like, you know how much respect I got for you, so you know it's going
oh,
crazy.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You already know how that go. You know what I'm
Take
saying?
note, oh, you. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, I was like, no, I gotta join right away.
I mean, you can't keep the people waiting, so.
Nah, for what? You know?
They're already waiting on the project. You still make them wait on the interview.
Right. They'll get it at 9 p.m. tonight. So
Yeah. Oh man. So how are you? I think it's been about like a year since the last time we had like a full-on conversation about music.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm cool. I'm cool. It's a lot going on in the world, though. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Doesn't it feel like from January to August, it's been like 4 years? Like the year is just like way longer. It feels way longer than it is.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one to end for sure.
Yeah.
I'm over this one. I'm over this year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. It's a factual thing. I think you are too. I think we all are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Just mentally, just everything is just, it's so exhausting. Every day it's like a new thing, and it's like, when is everything just gonna get better?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a believer, so I'm like, whenever God ready to let it go, you know what I'm saying? He over it. And if he not over it, then we doomed. We doomed. It's time to go home.
Yeah. Well, and then my thing is like, if it's about to end, like, let me know so I can go do some stuff that I would have never done. Like, you know, like I might just go bungee jumping or something, you know.
That's real. That's real.
just
But hop out of airplane, all that shit.
yeah, you know, because it's just like, if something bad happens, it's okay, because, you know.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm happy to see you, Giggles. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad
Thank
you're
you,
good.
thank you. Yeah, you know, I try. I think we're both trying out here just to do our best with everything, you know.
Best we can do with what we got, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited about. I'm happy people are not stopping dropping music. Like everybody's still dropping music. You know what I mean?
That's honestly one of the things I was really afraid of. Like, not really afraid of. It's just you use music as a sort of an escape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know. So I was like, oh my god, like, are people still gonna be inspired? Like, are they still gonna want to drop music? Because I know like it stopped a lot because of like, you know, a lot of like the political stuff that's going on in the world right now and stuff, like, you know, the important matters like Black Lives Matter and stuff. And so everything was kind of like at a pause for good reason. But also there needed to be like a balance, sort of, to sort of be like our corner, like for like peace of mind in the moment, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think music does that too for a lot of people. So I was like, oh, what's gonna happen with everything? Because yeah,
You listen to everything too. That's what I love about you. You listen to everything. Like I don't think it's one thing that you don't listen to. So if I ever want to know about some crazy shit, I'm gonna ask you first.
yeah. Like what? Like hold on.
Like a different genre of music, you know? Like
Oh yeah.
because I feel like you listen to everything. So like if somebody had like a sample, you'd be like, yeah, that's that sample already. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I got
try,
any questions, I'll
you know?
ask you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a text like, hey yo, like what's this sample?
Yeah, definitely. You can, and like, especially if it's about boy bands, rap, like.
Boy bands. What's the last boy band you listened to?
Let's not talk about this. This is about you. This is about you.
It is about me. I just want to figure it out because I'm like, what the heck?
No, this is about you. So you were talking about different genres. You were talking about different types of rap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. But you know, the other stuff too, like rock.
Yeah,
but the boy bands, I'm like, damn, what do they fall in?
They fall into like fangirlism, like.
They got their own thing. They got their own spot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because man, those aren't even fans. Those are like hardcore, like stans. But like that's different. That's different.
B2K was the last boy band I listened to.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
no,
NSYNC.
I need to put you on. Okay. We need to have a discussion after this interview.
Oh yeah, and the Jonas Brothers, they hard.
Oh my God, no! Like, okay, no, you need to update your whole like pop playlist. Oh man. Okay, no, this is about you. This is about rap music. This is about LA. Like,
that's true. That's true. I got lost in the boy band thing. I just trying to figure it out.
You got me distracted. You got me really sidetracked with the boy band.
Yeah, that's my fault for sure.
Oh man. So your project consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It drops tonight at 9 p.m. What can we expect? Because I know I've been watching clips. You know, I'll be trying to watch everybody and stuff. And you guys posted a clip saying that there's not going to be like a banger on there, or there's not going to be like that one. Like, so what do you mean by consistency then? Like,
consistency is just showing that I've had projects that dropped and I've been consistent over and over again. That's what the title is about.
Okay.
And also like I'm ready to like unspoil the whole thing. Basically, consistency will have 50 tracks when it's done. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like this is not the only part of consistency. Like consistency will be 50 songs when it's completely done, and it'd be like a 03 Greedo type of joint. You feel me? Okay. But I'm dropping them at different times. It's not a deluxe album because everybody keeps saying it's like a deluxe. It's not a deluxe album. You know what I'm saying? Deluxe albums are you drop that one deluxe album, and they know 2 after that is deluxe. That's it. Mm-hmm. This one is like you probably get like 5 parts of the consistency album.
Okay.
You know? And this is a way for me. I feel like this is like me innovating a way for all people that are up and coming to actually release music, but they're kind of locked on one project. But like release the music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got those sleepers. You can release another project, but you know, put out the songs that you feel like are tight on one project. You know what I'm saying? Get people listening. Because, you know, it works for a lot of people like 03. It worked for a lot of people before us, too. Like, Chris Brown drops 50 songs, and I listen to all of them. Shit.
Really?
I do. I love Chris Brown. I think he's, like, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me personally. But, yeah, so that's what consistency is about, is, like, being consistent. I feel like I've already been consistent, but this is just showing that I'm about to be super consistent. You know, like, here you go.
You're putting, like, your own stamp of approval on it. Like, yo, look at what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
Exactly. And on the banger part, like I think Water is a banger, but I don't know if it's a banger how everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? Like
how banger is like defined by the person.
Right. That's different. I never even heard of that. That's cool.
Because this was like, because you could be like a club banger, like a twerking banger, like a song that's just like. Yeah, because I heard a song yesterday where an artist was just like pouring their heart out about like their life from like when they were little up until like now, and like it was just really opening up, and I was just like, oh dang, that's a banger. But it doesn't necessarily mean you can shake your ass to it, like you know.
Right.
Yeah, there's just different definitions of a banger.
Yeah, that's actually, you know what? Now that we look at it like that, then there's bangers in it. It's bangers in. It's bangers all over the album.
Bangers on bangers.
It's bangers on bangers there. Yeah. It's great there. You know what I mean?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe you guys pushed back the date, right? Because it was supposed to release earlier. So were you guys putting finishing touches on it? Was it because of like the climate of what's going on, or like why did you decide to push it back? Because I was waiting, and then I checked the date, and I was just like, it's been like 4 days. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like to be honest with you, like I think that you know what's going on in the world now. So to me, it was that. Like it was like I'm not ready. You know what I mean? Like I think that and it's crazy because right now what's going on in the world, I'm not gonna push the date back anymore. But I feel like some of this stuff is bigger than music. It's bigger than everything. Like we gotta stop and just chill and just really like try to figure it out for the world. You feel me? Like it ain't about us no more. It's about actually getting the people. Well, it's about us because we know black and brown. But it's like we got to stop like focusing too much on our own selves, like me, like Trevor, and let people get the right proper initiative and the proper love that they're supposed to be getting. Like this is crazy. Like the things that are going on, it's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this is bigger than me. I don't think we should put the project, out right now. I don't want nobody to listen to like music. I don't want nobody to listen to what I'm about to talk about right now.
Yeah, okay.
On the side of like, the fact that somebody just got killed like 5 times. That's what every time something's about to drop, it seems like it drops around the same time somebody's about to die or die. And I think that's, something that pushed it back before. And then, I mean, it could always be better. But these songs are old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, these songs are songs that I've already been ready to put out. So, we pushed it back because of that.
Yeah. But it's just like, you reach a point where it's like, well, from like my perspective, it's like you're doing everything you can from like sending petitions, using your voice, like trying to have those awkward or uncomfortable conversations with people. But where do you draw the line of like still doing that and being able to like do your own thing? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of artists, especially since the whole world is watching them, they kind of stop and they're like, okay, I can't do this right now. I need to focus on this. But you also need to find a balance because it's like being on social media. Like you have to be on social media for like information, new music and stuff. But at the same time, you have to step away from it for a bit, kind of give yourself a mental break.
That's true.
And come back like fresh,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I feel like for me, when artists drop music, that's kind of like my mental break because I put everything away and it's like, all right, let me hit play on this.
Right. Right. I think that like some artists are like putting themselves to the side and making songs about it. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anybody talking about the things that are going on, like going on in the world. And it's just so much. It's so much to talk about when it comes to that. Like I tell people all the time, like low key, we can talk about what's going on in the world right now forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it seems like it's not stopping. It seems like it's like a recycled motion. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I dig what you're saying when I've been going to the old school for that though. Like listening to old school music, it's been kind of like putting me in like a proper place. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I feel better now. With all this going on, I feel better listening to old school. And then I like that new Kevin For Real song. That shit bang. What's the song called? Scoring?
Yeah.
It's going crazy. I don't know. I was listening to it in a radio interview the other day. Like, that shit banging.
Yeah.
So I feel you when it comes to the music. It is a way to get away. If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm the same way. Giggles. I'm trying to. You know what? You a lot of gyms, so I'm just listening to you. I'm like, yeah, I'll be doing that too. So.
Stop. I'm just talking. Like I feel like when you just gotta find your way to like get away and then come back to reality when it's your time because you can't change the world or you can't put in your effort into the world if you're not at 100% yourself, like mentally, physically, anything. So you got to come at it with like a clear mind,
Factual. Yeah.
It's a tug of war with like everything, like
everyday life,
Everyday, yeah. And I feel like 2020 just keeps piling on, and I'm just like, fuck.
Factual information. I'm so over this shit. I'm like, man. Man, I can't find a easy spot in 2020.
Yeah, yeah. And every time I think I'm like, okay, cool. Like things might get better, and then it's just like one thing after another. Not even like in the world, but like even like personally, it's just like I like what the fuck is this preparing me for? Like, like it better be preparing me for something good as fuck.
Something good. It has to be great. Something
Yeah,
is better.
it better be because the struggle is real.
And you know, all these people that's getting these government checks, they gotta figure it out. It's gonna get bad. They're going to jail. They're gonna be in the jail when the New Year starts.
That's a whole nother topic. They just were haters. Let's move on.
For real, it's
They
get bad.
Me and Trev were hating on Instagram Live because I got my DVD check.
Like, bro, how you get one and I ain't getting none of that? I ain't getting 10,000 either. Like,
bro, like I said, a whole nother topic.
Straight up.
All right, so you said you have a lot of songs, right? I'm sort of thinking of consistency as like chapters, because you said it's gonna be like more. It's not, and they're not deluxes.
I love the way you put that. Yeah, like chapters.
You know what? Just run me my 10%.
10%. Hey, you gotta no end. You gotta deal with no end right now. With that one.
I'm just kidding. I'll be in touch with your management.
Yeah. Send the invoice.
Send the invoice, yeah. Don't play with me because I will.
Hey, understandable. It makes sense.
But so how do you decide? Like, because you have all these tracks, how do you decide what is chapter 1? Like, what is part 1 and what is part 2? Like, is there? I haven't listened yet, because it's not out. But like, does each like section or chapter have like a theme, or how do you go about it?
With this one, seeing as though it was supposed to be put out the date that we originally, supposed to go with. That was a minute ago, so it's like this one is supposed to be like the more chill version of like the project, and then it's supposed to be like a lit version. I think the lit version gonna come out now in like the winter or some shit. It's probably gonna be
everything's messed up just like 2020. It's okay.
It's knocked off. Yeah, it's knocked off. It's knocked off. But I think the way music is working now, nothing is never turned down. Everybody want to turn up. They throwing matching parties right now. Mm-hmm. Throwing matching parties, like nothing is turned down. You can do whatever you want at this point. Yeah. I think music is just properly like coming up with a scheme. So with this is like the first chapter. If that makes sense. This is the first chapter, and I think this is like everything that's gonna drop. The coolest thing that I think that I'm doing with this project is the fact that I'm on the next summer. So to sum up everything, I'm gonna have the songs, and I'm like pick like 10 people to come up with orders. Oh. And from the first order to the new order, you can switch all the songs up, and then whatever order wins, I give them $100, and then they also like get the credit for like picking the order. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word. Okay, I'm gonna need all those songs.
Yeah. I'm saying you first in line. You got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna get my fucking credit. Watch.
You got to get your $100. Giggles, you're owed the $100. We owe you $100 right now.
Yeah. Bruh, I'm excited. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's just ways to. I think that's the best thing we can do now. Like coming up with creative ways to like get other artists. And like me, it ain't about me, man. It's so many great artists before us. I think that people don't understand. Like that's what the game with anything like with basketball, with all these different people, it's people that never be seen, but they're better than the other people that are out.
Yeah.
I always tell people that like I'm not trying to be crazy better than somebody. All I'm trying to do is like make my wave the wave that people fuck with. That's it. I'm not in competition with anybody. You know what I'm saying? If somebody wakes up and say I want to be better than Trev, they on their own way. You feel me? That's what they're trying to do. But I'm gonna just do me. You know what I mean? And,
you kind of give yourself a lot of peace of mind that way too, because you're not like thinking of the next man, or like because there's a kid out there right now that's better than like, the kid that just started rapping today. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There's always, and the only thing you have to worry about is yourself. And as long as you're having fun with it, that's what I think a lot of artists forget too.
Yep.
If you're passionate about it, and you like doing it, and you're having fun, you win it.
For real.
Learn how to make money from it.
Exactly. That's exactly. I mean, cause shit, if you're doing something you're not making money from it, I think it's still pointless. It's still pointless.
Yeah.
Cause then at the end of the day, like even when people say it's not about the money, they start to get crazy when somebody making too much money, off them. Like, oh, that's when like you think about I was watching All Eyes on Me the other day. And I'm like, Pac wasn't even tripping about no money until it got to the end when he was really making money. And then he was like, oh man, this some bullshit. Like, Suge, I'm about to start my own thing. We're gonna call it the whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Then he passed away. It's like, dude, like anytime money comes involved, huh?
Yeah. He realized it's too late.
Yeah, exactly. It's scary. And it's like, man, you gotta live for now. Live good now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's hard to do, especially with social media. I feel like we have 20,000 people like influencing us all at once.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like. Sometimes you just gotta put on like the horse blinders and be like, "Alright, this is what I'm gonna do."
For real. For real. I agree. And make the best product that you can make. Period. Like whatever you're doing, make it the best.
Yeah.
It don't even matter if it's music or not. Like if you hooping, be the best hooper. Try the best. Max out the most.
Yeah.
Even the most is not the most if you ever think about it like that. Because somebody going harder, So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the compare mechanism. Like, all right, don't try to compare yourself to anybody because you'll be pissed if somebody going harder than you.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I feel like even like everybody's circumstances are different too. So like as hard as you're going might be like half as hard as somebody else. Like it's just all It's
you probably haven't got there.
It's all perception. So
it's crazy because I told somebody asked me like, why, with the running, what are you trying to accomplish? I said, I'm trying to just build myself up. So when I look at other people's running apps, and like because on the Nike Run Club app, it shows like everybody's like building, like what I mean. And I'm like, damn, like I don't compare because I'm like, I remember when I was just doing 1 mile a day. Now I'm doing 4. It's like you got to build yourself up, and that's what the environments are. You try to like get around people that you can guard, and that's an important thing. That's what people that are on the same wave, trying to build and not trying to compare. So
people that like motivate you, because at the end of the day, if you're comparing yourself to anybody, it should be like-minded people that motivate you to do more instead of like building the envy and the hatred from within, because then that affects the whole mindset, the way you move, everything. So, look at us giving free game on Instagram Live.
Yeah, your energy different. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Your energy different. You know what I mean? That's good energy. Giggles, I'm fucking with that. That's good. And you got my grandma name, so I love you forever.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, my grandma name is Irene. I'm like, oh.
Okay, you dumb as fuck automatically.
Off the top. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm weak. That's hilarious. I want to talk about your features on this project. Because you got Garen, you got Hardaway Smith. I really fuck with Hardaway Smith.
Hardaway is so slept on, right?
Bruh, so slept on. Like, oh my god. Like,
he can rap.
Huh?
He can really rap.
Yeah, like when I listen to his stuff, that's the rap that I miss. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard to find. But like, yeah. So I want to talk about how y'all came together and make that. Like, were y'all in the studio together, or like how did that come about?
Yeah, I met Casey through. I met Hardaway through Casey Veggies.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we had shot the
Slight flex.
Yeah, we had shot the To the Top video. And when we shot To the Top video, Hardaway pulled up with Casey.
Okay.
And then he like, bro, I fuck with your verse on this. This shit hard.
Aw, that's dope.
I'm like, I appreciate it. And he like, man, like this is really a good song. Like, hopefully people see it for what it is. I'm like, I appreciate it. And when he left, he had sent me a DM with a picture that he had took of me, and I'm like, damn, this shit hard. Like, bro, he like, yeah, I was just like taking pics, the whole thing. And then we just started kind of like clicking. And then we were in the studio a lot. So we got a mixtape coming. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, we got a mixtape coming. We've been working on it.
I need that link. I need
Yeah.
that link. I know your management's in here watching. I need that
Yep.
link.
So they probably don't even know. They like, man, this nigga
They're like,
dropping jams. He's dropping shit and they don't even know that he got a project coming out. Yeah. But we've been working on the project. We probably like 15 songs in. We sick in that one, yeah.
I wanna order that one. Like, you don't have to pay me, I'll do it.
That's gonna be a crazy
Give me
one,
my
right?
little credit and then we good.
Hey, all day. All day. We're gonna call it Hardball. We already got a name and everything.
Oh shit, okay.
My last name Ball, and his he go by Hardaway. So it's called Hardball.
Wow. Bruh, I already have like cover concepts. We need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dead ass.
The 15% is coming now. You went from 10 to 15. This is getting crazy. You're gonna be at 20 before we go.
I'm weak, bro. That's good. I've already pictured it. It's gonna be hard as fuck.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. And yeah. So like me and Hardaway, like we sat in the studio. We came up with a bunch of songs. When Wes sent that beat, I wanted to save it for our project, but I'm like, man, I like this song so much, I want to put it out. You know?
No, and then it's a good kind of like window into like, hey, look what we got coming. Like,
exactly. You know, and the crazy thing, Giggles, I'm like at this spot where I don't care how many features I put on projects because it's so many people that I feel like slept on. Like we just been talking about it. Like Hardaway is very slept on.
Mm-hmm.
That's rap. You know what I'm saying? That's real rap for like everybody. You know?
Yeah. And I feel like you're doing yourself and the artist a service when you guys feature each other, because you're introducing new people to different fan bases. You're allowing other people to see your chemistry with other artists in the studio or like on a record. Like, features are dope.
Yep.
Like, who gives a shit? Like I'm a big J. Cole fan. I know we wanted the platinum new features, but at the same time, it would be dope to hear him work with other artists, and like, especially like within LA when artists work with each other, and it just brings everybody together. It's just dope all around.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So, is there anybody else that you haven't worked with yet from within the city that you want to work with?
I want to work with everybody. To be honest with you, like, I really want old artists to work. I want to really work with a lot of older artists, like Overdose, like, you know, like a groups like Pac Div. I really want Pac Div on some shit.
Yeah. I feel like you and Polyester would make some really dope ass shit. Like, I feel like that would be some smooth, like, cruising down the beach shit, like, West Coast, like, oh my god. See, I need my credit. We gotta piece it together. You know, yeah. I've been wanting to verse from Don. Like, I really want to verse from Don. Bad. Like, I'll save up all my lunch money to get that. Start to GoFundMe, fuck it.
For real, right? And then, for real though. Yeah, there's so many artists that I want to work. I'm scared to say if I miss somebody. That's how scared I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to work with so many people. And the thing is it's just off a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't know what you can make with somebody. There's so many great artists. Like, and the thing is, I always tell people all the time, like, the artists got on because of their work ethic. You feel me? Not because some people, of course, you know, get on because, you know, who they know. Yeah. But a lot of artists, like, work hard once they get here, you know? And you could tell.
And a lot of the time it's like, you made it because of who you know, but were you able to stay up? You know? Like,
it's important.
Yeah, that's why, you know, being a fan of music, like, obviously you look at the numbers because you look at the charts and you see what's number one and stuff, but, like, also in a few weeks you look again and it's a whole bunch of different artists. So it's just like, how popular are you really? It's more about like how good the music is, how good you are at your craft, you know?
Yep. I think everybody are like so fast to get signed, but like signing to not have any more control. Like, where's the control? Like, you want to have control when you work and do music, because you still probably have. I haven't found myself as an artist. You don't find yourself as an artist, but like I tell people all the time, like, you could be an artist that turns. You could be an artist as long as you want. Don't let people tell you, oh man, you know, you're 30 years old, or you're peaking at 29, or you're peaking at this, and you're done.
The game?
Yeah, like bro, Kanye, he made it when he was 31 or some shit. Like, come on.
Yeah,
this dude is great.
That's another thing, like from society, how they're like, oh, you gotta start at a young age, and like you're already 30, like you're not gonna make it as a rapper, and it's just like you're not gonna make it as or whatever, you know, and it's just like that's what society tells you, like. You know how many times I changed my major in college? I wouldn't be talking to you if I would have just stuck with whatever the fuck I was gonna do.
For real?
Like, yeah, I would have been like a history teacher somewhere teaching kids like over fucking Zoom.
Especially right now, huh?
Yeah,
that's just bad.
You know, just things change, and you know, goals change, and if I would have gone by like what society says I should. Where I should be at, like for my age, and we would not be here right now.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you giving me like gems. Now I gotta give you 15% of my whole life. Like, that's crazy, man. Damn, I didn't know I was gonna get on and start having to give you 15% of shit. It was like it's crazy.
I should have sent you the contract before we went.
Yeah, just send me the shit over before, please.
My bad.
I'm gonna tell my grandma we're gonna put her name too. We're gonna try to figure this shit out. Feel me? So I can try to get my percentage back.
I'm so weak. All right, so back to your features. You have Juice on there twice. You have Kadar. Am I saying that correctly?
Kadar.
Oh shit, that sounds hard. And then GB2.
Mm-hmm.
How did those come about? Like, did you know? You said they're old songs, so like, did you want to work with them? Was it like a studio vibe, or how did that come about?
With GB, he's he do everything. He an actor, rapper, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's all trades.
Yeah, so we were in the studio one day. I'm like, bro, like try a verse. He did one verse, that shit was slapping. He did another verse, I didn't like the shit, so we kept the first one. And I mean, you'll hear him on other stuff too. We got like 2 songs, but he's an up and kind of artist. But he do so much that when he finally get ready, I'll try to help as much as I can to get him where I can get him or help him out with what I can. Kadar, he's a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like he writes for a lot of people. He runs with like the 1500 or nothing camp real good. Poosie's the first feature I have on the album. I met him through No End. I met him through Josh and Poosie is so great.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fucking great. I can't imagine not having him on this project. That's why actually that song was supposed to be for a joint project with me and him. But I was like, man, I'm just about to start taking shit. I gotta take shit. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like let me have some shit, you know? And they started off with that. So Poosie's so hard.
Oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, and then but yeah, GB, he just came up. There's so many different. Kadar pulled up to the studio, recorded that one the way he recorded it. He recorded it. I was in the bathroom taking a shit, and he recorded the verse. Yeah, so that was a crazy one. Yep. And Charlie Way, he from New York. I met him at a radio interview in Hollywood, and I'm on his project, his last project. So I returned the favor, like, hey, bro, like. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I like when artists do that.
Yep. And to be honest with you, I like his raps. It ain't just because, I returned the favor, but he hard. Like, to me, he dope.
Yeah.
And he's from New York, so that brings the West and the East, or West, East, whatever they say.
Look at you trying to, find peace.
You got to find peace somehow, And then...
No, I like a lot of East Coast artists, so, I get it. But,
yeah.
It's always gonna be West Coast, though,
Oh, it's West Coast, so we die.
Yeah, West Coast, West Coast.
What he said? West Side. Yeah, but if I'm missing somebody, please tell me. But yeah, I try to always feature people. I feel like it's important to get like LA based artists, but it's also important to reach out to people that like. It's this kid out of Texas. Um, his name is Jay West or something. He hard as fuck, and like he sent me a track, but I think he already put the track out. But I sent him my verse. It was some sneaky shit, but I don't fault him for it. Like he hard though. Like he's so hard to me.
See, look,
Dude,
I'm gonna put you on to pop music, and you're gonna put me on to like all these other artists that you listen to.
yeah, it's just please, because I want to learn some pop shit. I'm trying to have a album with Usher.
Oh, bruh.
I'm joking. I'm playing, but this shit probably be hard though, huh?
You play too much.
I know I'm playing.
I was just like, oh, you definitely want to be a part of that.
Right. If Usher ever says some shit, we about to have a whole album for real. We gonna get 20% of that shit. Sure.
Roll out everything.
We gonna really get paid if that happens. It's gonna go gold at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
if there's one thing that you could let people know about the project before they get it, what is something that you would like them to know?
that is a real project. Is every lyric that I wrote it on a with pen or pencil, you know, and because I got this thing where I can't write on my phone anymore. It's a distraction.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even if you put it like on airplane mode and you're just in the notes app, like.
Yep. I can do that, but other than that, like, but I literally want to do it so I can put out a lyric book one day.
That's fire.
Yeah, just to show what I'm saying, because a lot of time I think things go overlooked. Like, I got a line.
Genius profile.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
Shout out Tasha. She made me get the genius profile. So I have one. I need to log in.
I'm weak. Okay. Well, I can't.
That's amazing. So
I'm gonna have to send an invoice for that.
She said, "Damn, it's creeping up to 21%."
I'm just saying, like, the shit I do is not free no more.
No, it shouldn't be.
Like,
For real.
middle of last year.
You got to start charging them for everything. Charging for everything.
Yeah, because it's like, I see people out there buying like 1942 bottles, but they don't want to maybe put their lyrics on Genius. Excuse me? Like, no.
Like, where's your mind at? What are you doing?
Like, invest in yourself. Like, but into me.
That too.
But whatever.
No, it ain't whatever. We're gonna figure it out for real. I'm gonna sign a joint contract with you to get everybody to do that. And then give me 2%. 2% only.
I'll give you 3 because me and your girl have to stay big.
For real.
It helps. It
will. It will. We got to get enough people.
Yeah, definitely. So do you feel like it's more like empowering when you write with pen and paper? Because I know, like, I like to write, so like, but I don't like typing. Like, it has to be. It feels better and way more like therapeutic to like write pen to paper. Is that how you feel when you're writing your raps?
Yeah, I feel like it's getting lost, like, you know, just in the writing, like, and it's so crazy because you know how like when people post their like writing, it's so like clear and like I got so many scratch outs.
Yeah, of course.
I might go back to another part, like let's lay this part and let's lay this part, and then a part from 3 days ago, let's lay this part. Like that's how my writing is, but that's what I'm gonna give to the people. I'm not gonna give them a perfection work. I don't want to do that because it's taking away from my process. That's, you know, that's important to give people your process. You know, like we appreciate like legends like Wayne and them so much because they gave you a process. Like, yeah, I didn't write nothing down, but everybody not like that. I gotta write it. I gotta feel it. You know.
It's kind of like a mind dump because I know, like, I write every day before I go to bed. Because if I don't, like, I wake up exhausted because my mind's still going. So, like, it's like writing is just a big mind dump. Like, I need to let it all out and just let it go into the wind. Like, fuck it.
Wow. I love that. Cause I try to, but like either I'm an artist, so I'm like writing. I don't have a journal anymore. I wish I did. I mean, damn, you know what? You made me want to get a journal again. It's no problem to have a journal. I don't know why people think that guys can't have journals.
It's not a diary, guys. It's a journal.
It's a journal, bro. You trying to figure it out. You remember we had that shit in the 6th grade? They make you write in the motherfucker.
But dude, I love that shit. Like, I would get awards for having like the best ones every year.
Giggles was like, yo, y'all should see my journal from 6th grade. This shit was lit.
Like, I still have my awards. That's what made me like really want to pursue writing, because like my teachers would tell me like, yo, your writing is so good, and I'm just like, oh, okay, the fuck.
That's amazing. Man, my penmanship is horrible though, so they gonna get some bad shit. It's bad, horrible. Because if you see this shit, you're like, he misspelled this shit. He was tripping.
Hey, but you know what? It's not about how it's spelled. As long as people can like understand what you're saying, you know.
Right. Like, you know, the no, you know how no is spelled. I might have the no when it's supposed to be like no.
I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just doing shit too fast.
Yeah. Hey, for another percent, I'll autocorrect that shit for you. I'll spell check it.
For real, you feel me? You feel me? You gotta make sure it's good. And Carlton is funny. I know you be writing sick shit. You know you don't Carlton. He wild. He wild.
Oh my god. Oh shit. All right. So before I let you go, is there anything else you want to let the fans know?
This project is important to me because I'm talking probably some of the realest shit I ever said, and I just want people to understand where I was coming from. And "Rain Down" is my favorite song on the album. So hopefully everybody is listening to this, they go to "Rain Down" first and then listen to the album.
Yeah.
And it just talks about life. My boy leaving me. We was drinking beer together, but he's leaving me now. He's going home, I guess. But the project is everything it needs to be. Like, I feel like it was time, and I feel like people are gonna appreciate it for being real. You know, so yeah. I'm mad that you don't have the project yet. That'll never happen again. That'll never happen again.
No, okay. I have it. I haven't had time to listen to it.
Okay.
See, because when my thing is, like, I listen to projects, I need to have, like, everything put away. I need to, like, digest it all.
Okay.
And I haven't had time to do that, so I didn't want to I hate half-ass listening to projects.
Okay.
But, like, I'm going to listen, of course, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, I can't wait till you listen to it. I mean, "Water" is a banger, though. You know, I think you already figured that out.
I have that one. Yeah.
Juice is insane. Juice is insane. I don't understand. He probably gonna get signed soon or some shit. He's insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's insane. I mean, if he don't sign it and I'll figure out my record company and I start my record company, I'm signing him.
Okay, like, Giggles every record, just do it.
Hey, Juice, you trying to take her 20% from your ass too. He's done. You're already done. You got 20% gone. It's done. It's a wrap.
Oh, man. Oh. All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I feel like right now, like, I wish I had like my whole little studio set up. But we could have like met up in person, did the whole like shebang and shit. But you know, COVID kind of fucked that up. So, but it's still nice speaking to you. Thank you for taking the time to do that. I appreciate it. It took about like 40 minutes of your time.
I know. I love it. Thank you for having me, for sure.
Of course. Like,
you know how much I love you, for real. You good people. You know what I mean? So.
I try. I just like supporting good music, like, you know. So as long as you keep, you know, doing your thing, then you gotta support her. And even if you don't, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, you need my help. You need a little bit of my help.
I told you I'm gonna shoot you a text message. We gotta talk anyway, so I'm gonna holler at you soon.
Okay, all right.
Don't get tired of me once I start hitting you up. You're gonna be like, Trev, like, either you shoot me the 20% or you don't understand. Shoot me the 20% or you can't have my time. I'm sorry. I don't understand what's going on here. Yep.
Oh my god. All right, well, I'm gonna let you know. Thank you so much. And I'll let you know the contact is. For those of y'all that are here, tune in at 9 p.m. tonight, right?
9 p.m. tonight.
Yep, it'll be on all platforms. And yeah.
I'm excited. Appreciate you, Giggles.
Of course. Thank you.
I mean, Irene.
It's fine. I go by both.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.